This is Baston Hill Roundabout in Shropshire. Often referred to as Doby's Roundabout after a nearby garden centre, it's the point where the A49 from the south meets the A5 and also the A5112 that takes you into Shrewsbury. And the roundabout itself has a massive flaw. So let's discuss it. One trucker's eye.
The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye. The trucker's eye.
For such a main intersection where two of Britain's main A roads meet, you might think you'd find a far bigger interchange. The Baston Hill Roundabout, however, is a relatively small affair. And as you can see from this footage, it can become quite congested, especially throughout the summer months, when people are usually using the A5 to get to North Wales. Even though two of the routes you can take from the roundabouts have free-flowing slip roads, there is still a major problem that nobody seemed to be aware of when they designed it. And I wonder if you can see just what that is from this footage. Now to me this has been so obvious for years, but when you talk about it to other drivers,
It's just an illusion.
it just seems to be an illusion. But the actual bits of the roundabout we're talking about is from either direction of the A5 as you enter the roundabout. The A5 coming from the west, seen here at the bottom of your screen, along with the A5 coming from the east, at the top. As you can see, one of the free-flowing slip roads we mentioned leads from the westbound A5 and onto the A49 southbound. The A49 southbound seen here on the right hand side of the screen. And no matter where you look on this roundabout, you have three lanes coming from each of the four main directions, obviously discounting the exit from the services and retail park. And you also have three lanes around the roundabout itself, which is really good. Except, that's not actually the case, and once I show you why this isn't the case, you'll never ever be able to unsee it either. And I'm also going to prove why I think that this roundabout is dangerous.
Hold on tight. You know she's a little bit dangerous.
So using Google Maps we can show you the entrance to the roundabout from the east side and from the A5. And clearly there are three lanes here, the mouse pointing to 1, 2 and 3. And there are also three lanes on the roundabout, 1, 2 and 3. But the problem is lane 1 on the roundabout doesn't actually stay on the roundabout. And if you wanted to go left onto the A49, you'd have already used that free-flowing slip road that you can see to our left. The great thing about Google Maps is that you can go back as far as 2008. The imagery for this particular roundabout goes back as far as 2009. And you can see that back then, there was something different about this roundabout. It actually had lanes to follow from the A5, something which it now doesn't have here in 2026. But even then there was a problem. As you can see here from the eastbound carriageway of the A5, if you were in a larger vehicle following the correct lane for the A49 south from the right hand lane, your lane was almost half of the width that it should be, and your vehicle didn't fit into it. But these days it's even worse because of an illusion, as on two tiny but very important sections of this roundabout, there are only two lanes. Let me explain why this is. This is the westbound carriageway of the A5 as it is today, and this exact same scenario is repeated on the opposite carriageway too. As we've established, there are three lanes from each main route, but if you have a look at this exact point, there are only two lanes. Now it may only be for a couple of metres before the three lanes appear again, but when you have three lanes of traffic all running around the roundabout at the same time, it causes issues, as 3 into 2 does not go. And the easy way to see this is if they did actually paint the white lines on the floor, then everybody would realise that it's wrong. Now whilst I don't have any white line paint, there is something that I do have. So as you can see, you've got lanes 1, 2 and 3. Lane 1 goes round the roundabout and the van is in that lane. Lane 2 goes around the roundabout. Lane 3, however, has nowhere to go. Now I'm sure there'll be one or two of you that still can't see it, so I've decided to show you how the lanes are if the vehicle in lane 3 follows the road around the roundabout. As you can see, lane 2 would have nowhere to go, and potentially the vehicle in lane 2 could end up getting sandwiched between lanes 1 and 3. Using the drone you can watch the same things happening all day long. Keep your eyes on the two cars. The car in lane 2 inadvertently enters lane 1, and it's not even bad driving as to why this happens, as it's all down to the poorly designed roundabout. But with the footage stopped at this point, you can clearly see from the position of the two cars that there is only 2 lanes at this exact point. Luckily enough, the truck doesn't get away from the traffic light as quick as the cars, as this is the route for the truck around the roundabout. Something that you can clearly see as we let the footage roll on. Keep your eye on the white van and the car that doesn't seem to know which lane to be in. But just count the number of vehicles that inadvertently change lanes. Keep your eyes on the white van at the bottom of the screen as the car inadvertently crosses into lane 1 without actually realising. And just before we go, there is another question mark over the design of this roundabout too. If you are heading east on the A5, you'll come across this sign which rightly shows you that if you want to be taking the A49 south, then you'll need the right hand lane. But yet when you get on the roundabout, you'll end up in lane 2 as you follow the lane around. Lane 2 at this point is signposted as being for the A5 only, but it actually does go round to the A49 south. But because of the terrible design of this roundabout, it causes major delays for everyone when there's a queue for the traffic lights. It's time for us to get back on the road and off to another video somewhere else. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks to everybody who takes the time to like or comment on any of the videos that we put out, and also a massive shout out to everybody who subscribes to the channel. I'll see you all next time. One trucker's eye.